Hello my fellow freaks, it's Exequie. Welcome to my fourth video here on YouTube. So today I am going to be making a long-awaited video. I'm going to be discussing a topic that has been requested by a lot of my followers on social media, and it's something that I myself have wanted to talk about for quite some time as well. Now, even though what I'm going to be talking about today is a personal experience related to this topic, it isn't something that only I myself am dealing with. It's something that a lot of people in the world have in common with myself. So, today I'm going to be talking about my life as an empath. I'm going to be talking about some basics about empaths for any of you that are strolling across this video that don't even know what an empath is to begin with. And I'm also going to be talking about some characteristics of empaths and some positives and negatives to being an empath as well. So, to start off, for those of you that don't know what an empath is an individual that can sense the energies of others. So, basically, to start off, everything is energy. There's energy within us, there's energy around us, everything is energy. That's the first thing that you should know for all of this that I'm going to be talking about upcoming in the video, for it to make sense. So, firstly, there are different types of empaths. Because I don't want this video to be too long, I'm not going to sit here and name every single type of empath, but there are many types. You can research them all online, and one of the first things you find when you search empath online is how many different types there are. It's quite a lot. So I also want to talk a little bit about my journey to finding out that I was an empath, because I didn't always know. Now, another important point to make about an empath is people are born empaths because it's a genetic trait. It's not something that you acquire, during your life or anything like that. It's something that you're born with because it's a genetic trait, as I said. So I just wanted to clear that up for anyone that didn't know that much about what an empath is. I mean, that is the reason I'm making this video, to fill in everybody that's not really clear on what an empath is, and to also talk to the people that do know and maybe fill them in on things that they didn't know before. So that's the purpose of this video. So, my journey to finding out I was an empath. Firstly, I have to say that I always sensed that I had a special mental gift, but I just didn't know what it was, and I had searched for years and years to find it. And then I was on YouTube, coincidentally, I was on YouTube one day, and I was searching for videos about empaths, and I came across this one video from a YouTube user named Darian, who really opened my eyes to the world of empaths. And as soon as I watched her videos, it just clicked. I just knew that that was the gift that I was searching for my entire life. That was the one that I was meant to find. It was the gift that I had this entire time. So that's how I came across it, and I started to watch all of Darian's videos to kind of fill myself in on as much as I can learn about empaths. Because once I felt that that was what fit me, and that's what really clicked, I wanted to know as much about empaths as I could. So that's what I did. As soon as I watched that video, I started to research as much as I could, and some of the stuff that I found in my research is what I'm going to be talking to you guys about today, because I feel like that stuff is beneficial to filling in people that don't know a lot about empaths. So, depending on what type of empath you are, or what types, because you can be more than one type. That's something else that I want to mention. You can be, since there's so many different types, it's not like everybody that's an empath is just one type. There's several types of empaths that you can be. I myself happen to be several empaths in one, several types of empaths in one. There are some that can sense the energy of plants. There's some that can sense the energy of animals, of course, of humans, of ghosts even, if anybody out there believes in the paranormal. There are some empaths that can sense ghost spirits and, stuff like that. There's all kinds of characteristics depending on which type you are. Like I said, I'm not going to name every type because it'll take me quite a while. But if you have any questions about anything I say, just leave them in the comments below and I'll answer them. I answer back to every comment. So those are some of the types of empaths. Now, some of the positives and negatives. Of course, one of the biggest positives is that you can really know people on such a deep level being an empath. You can really, really sympathize with them on almost an otherworldly level, on a level that most humans or just non-empaths cannot sympathize with other individuals on that level. You can kind of just reach a level that a lot of average humans can't reach because you have this, really developed sense, or really developed sensing, I should say, that most people don't have. Now, being an empath is way more common than a lot of other powers or abilities other people might have. It's not like it's the most rare thing in the world, but it is also something that not everybody is dealing with, as I said in the beginning of the video. So it is something that some people don't know about. It's something that's new to some people. So yeah, so that's one big positive, is being able to really sympathize with people and really know people on a very deep level that most others cannot reach. That's the biggest positive, I'd say, of being an empath. A negative is, of course, dealing with negative people. Negative people are one of the biggest challenges for empaths. It comes to a point where you have to decide which negative people you're gonna keep around in your life and which negative people you're gonna walk away from. Sometimes you're stuck with them. Sometimes you have family that have negative energy and you're kind of stuck with them and you don't have a choice. And you can't really kick those people out of your life, but then you have the individuals that you can walk away from. And of course, you need to decide at the time of your situation going on, you need to decide if walking away from them is the best decision, or if you're going to stay by their side and endure their negativity. You know what I mean? So, those, I'd say, that's one big positive and one big negative about being an empath. There's, of course, a lot more. Okay? But I do want to get into some of the abilities of being an empath. Now, me personally, I can only speak for me, really. Me personally, I can do things such as create shields, different types of shields. Like, for example, right now, I do things such as a protection shield, and I also have a dream shield. My protection shield keeps me safe from negative energy, and my dream shield keeps my dreams safe from any negative energy that might get in if I hadn't put up the shield. And I find that nightmares are less likely to happen when I have my dream shield up. So, that's me personally. I can also use the elements to create psi balls or energy balls. I mean, you can create psi balls with just your energy from yourself. You don't have to use the elements, and sometimes I even make energy balls from the moon's energy as well. The moon is feminine energy, and I just feel really close to the moon. And I'm a witch, and I use the moon a lot for my spells, but I also use it for my empathic abilities and stuff like that when I'm working on developing them. I work on developing my empathic abilities every day. You know what I mean? Yes, I can shut them on and off, but not everybody can. Like, when you first find out you have to learn how to shut them on and off. They start off by being a permanent thing that doesn't shut off on its own, and you have to kind of train it to do so. But I have done that. I've known for at least a year and maybe a few months that I was an empath now. So not that long, not longer than other people have known. Some people are even more seasoned than me when it comes to this. I wouldn't even say that I'm seasoned because I'm still learning every day. But yes, I do work on developing my empathic abilities every day, which I feel like is necessary if you're an empath. I feel like it's something you should be doing if you're an empath. So yes, energy balls, shields, things such as this. Obviously, I can also sense people's energy, and I personally do believe in the paranormal, so I can also sense spirit's energy. In fact, me sensing spirit's energy since I was young is part of why I believe in the paranormal. At least I have a reason behind it. It's not like I'm just saying, oh, well, I believe in ghosts, and I don't have a reason. You know, that actually is my main reason for believing in ghosts, is that I can feel them, and I can tell the difference between a spirit's energy and a human's energy, and that's how I know there are things on this earth that just aren't human. Besides me, of course. But, yes. So I can sense spirit's energy as well. There's a lot, but those are the main ones. Obviously, as I mentioned before, I can sense negative energy. I can pretty much sense any type of energy. It doesn't just have to be positive or negative. There's, different types. I can also sense emotions as well. And if I focus hard enough, I can do emotion manipulation, which is basically just changing emotions around from one state to another state. There's so much to name. I can't possibly name it all in this video, to be honest. I wish I could, but there's only so much that I can talk about before this becomes like a million billion minute video, you know what I mean? So I can't fit anything in here, everything in here, but like I said, if you have questions or comments or whatever, put them in the comment box below and I will try to answer your questions. If you want me to elaborate on anything that I'm saying in this video, because I don't want it to be a really long video, as I said, then you can just ask me in the comments to elaborate on it, and I will have, the comment box to actually type out some more descriptive details, about whatever you ask me about. So make sure if you have questions, put them down below. And also, I mentioned Darian earlier. I'm going to link her channel below so that you can go watch the videos that I watched when I was first learning about my abilities. So yeah, so I think that those were the main points that I wanted to touch on when it comes to this video. Like I said, if you have any questions or comments, please post them below. All of my social media links will be down below. Follow me, friend me, add me on everything. And yeah, I guess that's it for this video. Bye for now, my fellow friends.